Morning and welcome to the Legit Real Estate Podcast. I am TJ Trophy here, as always, with Holly Rigoli. Holly, good morning.
Morning. How are you?
You look lovely today, Holly. I got to tell you, you're a sight for sore eyes because the last three things I've looked at are a fucking bin full of water, a plumber, and an electrician. So looking at you this morning is like it's much needed medicine. How are you doing?
I am great. It sounds like you're not so great.
Yeah, we're gonna give people some legit real estate right now. Let me tell you. First of all, I got this two family, and I drive by the other day for whatever reason, and the fucking yard looks like no one lives here, right? So we got people living here. The tenant is supposed to take care of the yard. That's in the lease. It's the yard is like a postage stamp. So it's like I used to cut it. Takes about, I don't know, 15 minutes to cut it, right? This guy doesn't even have a job. His mother's paying the bills. So I'm like, all right, listen, you're in charge of the landscaping. Well, I show up today. Now he knows I'm coming today because I got informed of a leak, which to me, a leak is a drip, 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 right? We'll get to that in a minute. I come here with the plumber for a leak. He's cutting the yard with a weed whacker.
Today, like right now,
Yeah. You can't
like
possibly,
in the rain. Wait,
in the rain.
it's raining here.
It's raining. Yeah, it's raining. But because he knew I was coming, he was too lazy to do it yesterday, so he did it. He's doing it now. But he's cutting it with a weed whacker, which you can't cut the lawn with a weed whacker. I don't care how small it is; it's going to come uneven. It doesn't come even. So,
Yeah.
so I'm looking at him do this, and I'm like, "Hey, there's a lawnmower like right there." The lawnmower doesn't work because last year, apparently they didn't drain the gas, and now the gas turned into like whatever it turns into when you leave it all winter, and he's like, it won't start. So I have to buy a lawnmower for this moron to cut the grass. You got to see how bad it looks. Cutting it with a weed whacker, I never saw it. So anyway, then I look and there's an electrician climbing the damn pole over here. I didn't know he was coming today. That's my electricity getting upgraded. I had to upgrade all the panels. Okay.
Oh,
The
wait. Hold on. So you have an electrician there, climbing the pole.
in
You
the
didn't
rain.
know he was
I didn't
going,
know.
but you
I didn't
did.
know. I thought he was already done. I thought he did it last week.
Okay. So you didn't already pay him for it, did you?
No, it's National Grid, so he's good.
Okay.
Now the plumber comes. My regular plumber. This is what you deal with when you own properties, by the way.
Hmm.
My regular plumber says I'm sending my son. Right. His son
Hmm.
is like his helper. I've worked with this plumber for a long time, 6, 7 years. He sends his son. His son talks about zero English and he mumbles. So I don't even know what he's trying to say. He doesn't even talk with his hands. Like he's just like bah, 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 bah. The leak is not a leak. The leak is a spray of water coming out of the cold water pipe. So when water sprays, it sprays everywhere, and then it starts to drip from everywhere. It's not like a drip where it's in one spot, drip, drip, drip. No, it's spraying, soaking, and then coming down like rain. The
Where? At what location of the property?
in the basement,
In the
but
basement.
it also soaked into the stairwells, all buckling. All the plaster in the stairwells all buckling because it's been getting wet over time. The ceiling all dropped down. I mean, it's just a mess. It's just an absolute fucking mess. So
So
that's what it. Yep.
how long has it been leaking before they told you?
I feel like more than the couple days I've known about it. I found out about it over the weekend, and then I got the plumber out here. I had to cancel on him. I've had some things where I had to make some cancellations, especially in the morning. Um, and I finally could get him here today, but it's been leaking for a long time that no one would see because it's happening inside the wall.
Oh,
So by the time it got to the point where you could see it on the ceiling tiles, it was probably leaking for months, is my guess. Like I'm
oh,
wondering if I have to like sister up every single board in the entire thing. Hold on, you might have to edit this part, but we might be hearing my brother's here supervising the plumber right now, so we're gonna hear what he has to say. This is legit real estate if I ever heard it. I mean, this is like what's going on. What's
should we
going on
just
in
put your
there?
brother on camera and tell him? He's on
Huh?
camera.
It's higher. So now we're finding out that the leak in the pipe is even higher up on the wall. Like we go through the wall.
Like even it might even be higher than that. You can see it coming down still. The pipe's all wet. It could be all the way up to the fucking. Could be right up under her sink for all we know.
Could be all the way up under the second floor sink. Is he going up there now to check it out?
He's like defeated already, looking like he's like.
So what are we gonna do? We're gonna get Danny here.
I think so. I think that's what he's trying to think about.
All right, he's trying to get his father here. This is a job.
That's his, yeah, right. He's gonna.
This is the job. We're gonna have walls being ripped down.
That's
This
not
is
fun.
crazy.
Fat Chris moving the toilet just a little bit when he gets off it and fucking.
This is crazy. Yeah. So this is this is my day. God knows what this bill's gonna be.
Well, not just the, yeah, because you're gonna have to cut open the walls. So what? So you said it was behind the walls on, is a two family? Is it an up and down or a side by
Up
side?
and down. So it's
So this is
coming. It's coming from the top of the second. It sounds like it's coming from the second floor sink or toilet all the way down to the basement.
into the basement. That's oh, okay. What's the age of the house? Are we looking at horsehair or are we looking at
It's
like
no, it's
sheetrock?
plaster. It's plaster, but it's the house. I mean, the house itself is old. I mean, I know so much of the plumbing when you can look under there. If I was going to keep this long term, like it would be a substantial investment because um the cast iron's all rotted on the inside. Like it's just all the plumbing is just seeing its last days. It's just the copper's all worn down. It's all green. Everything is just a fucking mess.
So it's time now to replace all the water lines with PEX and PVC
It
and
is.
waste pipes. That's not a cheap bill. But at least if it's plaster, correct me if I'm wrong, but like is like so horsehair plaster or like newer plaster?
No, newer plaster. It's not drywall, but it's newer plaster.
Okay. Because I was gonna say the horsehair, what I find, I don't want to say it's antimicrobial, but in my experience, when horsehair gets wet, it hasn't really molded. Like I haven't seen it mold. It kind of, if you dry it out, it dries out. I could be wrong, but that's what I've seen. Do you think you're able to just dry this out, or do you think you're gonna have to rip it all out because of potential mold behind it?
Oh, I'm not going to care about the mold. I'll tell you right
Well, you
now.
have to replace the pipes anyway. You have to
I'm going to
cut it
replace the
all up.
pipe. I'm going to replace the pipes. I'm going to seal up the whole, the boards. I mean, all the beams that are running this way, not the center beam, but the ones going the opposite direction, they're all soaked. They're going to mold. I'm going to spray them. I'm going to spray them and sister them up because, structurally, I don't want the floor starting to bend, but I'm not taking them all down. You need an engineer for that. Start taking out main structures like that. I'm just going to spray them with the mold stuff, and that'll be that. And then we're going to seal them up. All the asbestos, because the pipes were all wrapped in asbestos. You can see all the
Oh,
asbestos getting cracked. Like it's just this. Every single thing that you could think of that would go wrong in an old house is happening right now. 20 feet away from me. 50 feet. I don't want to lie. 50 feet away.
so you got the call 2 days ago.
A few days ago, yeah. I
And
mean, that's good.
what did what did your tenant tell you?
I think we have a leak. Okay. Yeah, it's puddling. It's starting to puddle in the basement. I'm gonna dry it up. I get here. The rug is soaked. Like this more than a leak. This is an urgent. This is like a 911 emergency. You know what was a 911 emergency for the same guy when the plow? Remember we had a blizzard.
Hmm.
Well, my plow guy didn't get here until like the next day, but the whole state was shut down. That was an emergency. That got me 8 phone calls. Like, we're still not plowed. We're still not plowed. In the meantime, my ceiling, my walls, and my stairs are rotting out. And you're like, this, oh, I'll get to it when I get to it. While you're out here with a fucking weed whacker. Just a day, man. Oh, here's
Oh
the
my
sun.
God.
At least the sun's coming out.
Is it so we had such scorching heat the last what 2 or 3 days? Like
Yes.
I am actually like yesterday, like I'm not a person that wears shorts. Like I am not. And I wore shorts and a tank top yesterday because it was so freaking hot and I was running around. And then today I got up and like the first thing I did was shut my air conditioning off because it's colder outside than it is inside. So the air conditioning isn't worth it. Like it's not, it's like kicking out fan air, which is warmer than outside. It's chilly now. You got a hoodie on today, right?
Get a hoodie and shorts on. My favorite weather is hoodie and shorts. But yeah. So speaking of air conditioners, I didn't. My one of my AC units shit the bed at home. This is my regular house. So the last 2 nights I've been sleeping in the basement, which I got to tell you something about sleeping in the basement. Now my basement's finished, so I don't want people to think I'm sleeping on like cement. It's finished. It's nice. And the basement couches are the couches we used to have like in our old house. Are the most comfortable couches in the world. They're just ugly, but they're so comfortable. But like the dog rip, I don't know, there's rips on it, whatever. I don't really care. The kids use it to play on retro Nintendo games. But I slept in the basement with Luca 2 nights in a row. The sleep was so good because it's so dark down there. Like there's no
And
windows.
quiet.
Dark, quiet. You can't hear the wind. You can't hear the dogs. You can't. I wake up to the sunrise because the sun comes right into my window. So I wake up when the sun comes up. Now, when you're down there, there's no sun. Like, Tommy woke me up today. It was 7:05. He's like, Dad, you gonna wake up? I'm like, not, I don't really want to. This is great. So we spent the night, 2 nights camping out in the basement watching TV. Oh, here comes my brother again. This
I
is
want to
this
hear
is
his accent. He's got a good Rhode Island accent.
yeah, he does. We got that Middle Spring accent. Nick, I'm doing my podcast right now, and the people love your accent.
I love his accent.
Hold on, hold on.
Cut a hole in the panel on the third floor.
Yeah.
And it goes into the sink. So it's either under that. So I'm like, just cut another hole. We'll find it. Like,
You gotta find it.
yeah, like we're already at that point. Well, I'm like, we'll patch those holes. The water damage is causing more damage than the hole in the fucking hole. Just cut 20 holes. I don't know, bro.
How about just cut one big long one until you can find the thing instead of trying to pick a spot? We can't find it yet. All right.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
I'll tell you, Holly, this is on a personal note. If you ever came and hung out with just me and my brother, you'll laugh until you'll have wrinkles. You'll have a new set of wrinkles, like wherever you smile, because he's just hilarious. He's
That's
making fun
funny.
of the plumber. Is like doesn't want to cut holes in the wall. Like my brother's like, well, we got to find the leak. The water is going to do more harm than the. He's got a PhD
Did
in
anybody
curse
think
words.
to shut the water off for the house?
Well, it's
Or
the cold.
shut it?
You can't because it's the cold water. People need water.
Okay, so you tell them we have a water emergency, we have a leak, we need to shut the water off.
Yeah, not permanently though.
No,
Like they
but just
can't
shut it off now to stop the
No, we
water.
want it on now so we can see where the leak's coming from.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to be able to see it spritz if we don't have the water on. But
Okay.
the first time he solved the problem, he shut the water. And of course, people were like, I have no water. It's crazy, man. I'm glad my brother's here though, because he can supervise this guy. And like, my brother's like 6'2", 280. So I know that I'm not going to try and pull it. And he knows how to do shit like that I can't do. And he says making fun of this poor kid. I feel bad.
That's
Unbelievable.
funny. Is he your little brother?
I mean, he's I have no older brothers. He's young. He's 5 years younger than me, but he's like twice my size though.
I just find it really funny that you guys are siblings and you would never guess, like just hearing his voice and how he's talking, like you have completely different accents. Or does your North Providence come out when you're not like trying to talk and be professional?
Exactly that. Yeah, exactly that. Like when him and I talk, I talk different when I talk to him.
I will say, so coming from Woonsocket, I do have some friends that are kind of, I guess you would say, ghetto.
Yeah.
If you heard me talk to some of my friends that are in that realm versus now, like, I mean, I still talk like this most of the time, but I have caught myself. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is not how I normally talk.
Sometimes, yeah. So sometimes the Middle Spring Avenue comes out, but when I'm with him, the Middle Spring Avenue is how we're talking. And he's you think I curse a lot? You would never be able to do a podcast with him because it would just be beep 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 beep. He's had a different he took a different path than me. Yeah, like what happened to him? He was like a all-state football player, and he blew out his knee when he was a junior. He was better than me at all three sports. Put it this way, my brother was drafted in high school baseball. He was the first pick. The kid that ended up going second played for the California Angels. So,
oh wow,
yeah, my brother used to throw in the 80s. Then he blew out his knee, and the doctor put him on Vicodin when he was like 15 years old,
Oh,
and
jeez.
it fucked up his life. Like it just. I don't want to say it fucked up his life because he's living, but it definitely changed his path. Because back then they didn't know that everybody was going to get addicted to him and then start looking for stronger stuff. So he went from the Vicodin to the Percocet. I mean, now we were just talking. Um, he's got 8 screws in his knee, and they got to replace 4 of them because after so many years or whatever. So like he's like made out of metal, this kid, which is challenging because he's such a good worker, but he can't be on his feet for so long before the thing starts just turning purple, and there's nothing he can do. So it's funny to hear him over here talk to this guy because he could probably do it if he was athletic as he should be. He would be able to do this job, and I wouldn't have to deal with it. But right now,
That,
he's just
you know
managing.
what, the start having like all those orthopedic issues. Like my mom and my dad have had terrible, like throughout their whole, they were never athletic, but like my mom's 65, I want to say, and she's had 3 knee replacements. Like her whole back is like fused, but she's been on painkillers for longer than she hasn't. And so you can't, like, anytime she ends up in the hospital, if they don't get her medication right, she is a mess,
And
and then my dad, he was just standing there and his ankle snapped, like, and they wanted to amputate his foot. It's like,
oh man,
that sucks when it ruins us so much.
it does. And to put a kid like that on like Vicodin, and then it went to oxys, and then God knows what he was buying when he wasn't getting them from the doctor. Then he had to go on some kind of, I don't know. It's just the pain pills are the freaking worst. That's why my doctor gives me pills, and I'm like, good luck, buddy. I'm not taking none of this shit. Which is why my
Yeah.
blood pressure is probably 200. But
I don't know. I'll take a painkiller and stuff, but I'll say if I've had like surgery or something and they've prescribed me, like, I think the worst they've given me is like a Vicodin, like, or that's the same thing as I think Tylenol, codeine. I definitely don't feel anything like people will say, it's an upper or whatever. Like, I don't know. I didn't have a reaction to
well,
that.
if you take them for pain, then they do what they do. But if I were to take, like, if I were going to go downstairs right now or go to my grandfather's house, he has like unlimited supply. He's like a pharmacy. But if I grab a couple of Vicodin off my grandfather and just pop them, if I don't need them, like I'm gonna have a day. Like I'm gonna be high all day, and
That's
then I'm gonna
crazy.
knock out. So my grandfather, he was on it forever and ever, and he gets his pills for free from the VA. So one time he flushed like 2,500 Vicodin down the toilet. I'm like, don't ever do that again. I'm like, just keep some in the house in case if I have tooth pain, I like to take them. Like I'm not, I just won't take them 2 days in a row because I'm scared. But the Vicodin thing is like, oh, when Pim had Luca, they wouldn't give her a Vicodin after she gave birth.
Oh.
So I said to the doctor, now you know where our hospital is, like damn near in the projects in South Providence, right? Women and infants.
Hmm.
So I said to the doctor, hey, here's now I'm holding a baby that weighs like 6 pounds or 7 pounds, whatever the hell. I'm like, listen, here's what's gonna happen. Either you're gonna give her a Vicodin, or, or I'm gonna give her the baby, and I'm gonna go find a Vicodin at that Wendy's right over there. And he knew I was serious too. Like, so they ended up giving her one Vicodin, but I ended up coming to my grandfather's and getting a handful because why not? Like they have a job. If you do them for their job, they're an effective medication. It's when if you're taking those things, for weeks and months, weeks turns into months, turns into years, turns into unemployment.
Yeah. Or the other thing too is like you can't live without it. Like you
Yeah.
just can't, because well, if you have like a pain that you can't manage, I see it. It's terrible. Like I said, both of my parents have so much pain because of the like issues that they have, and without the medication, like they can't.
And then the pills they give you to detox off the pills are even worse than the freaking pills. It's crazy. It's craziness. Anyway,
Yeah. But like I said, if you need it, you need it. It sucks.
yeah. Well, what I need right now is this plumber to tell me a price because I'm starting to get agita thinking about what it is, and the longer I sit here, the longer I think it's going to be. You and our viewers, our subscribers, might get to hear exactly what the damage is going to be on this fine Thursday. And the worst part, even worse than anything, I'm leaving tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock for Albany, New York. So if this project goes into the weekend, I'm not going to be here, which
That
is
sucks.
it
Well,
really
you can
does.
manage do you have your brother around to watch it for you?
We're going to try. I mean, I don't know if he's really into spending his days here, but we'll figure it out.
Just I was gonna make a bad joke. Just pay him.
Anybody will do anything for a price, right? Um,
Yeah.
and
But so let me get this straight. Are you waiting for your plumber to quote you on it before you have him do the work?
no, really, there's no matter what number he says, I'm going to pay it. I'm waiting
I was
here.
gonna say, like, just get the shit done.
No,
You
no,
get
no.
it
I
done.
don't really care. The price is irrelevant. I shouldn't say it like that. That makes it sound like I'm Donald Trump. No, the price matters. The price matters. It's just that right now I'm already gonna have to remodel the effing house. So like, let's just get this done so the water stops. And luckily I'm about half a mile from the bank, so we could just get it paid before I go. The one thing I don't want to do is for them to do the job over the weekend and I can't pay them till Tuesday. I hate that. Because these guys, they a lot of times, they're looking for that money right for the job. I don't know how much cushion they have to pay their laborers or whatever. So,
You said it's just the father and the son right now, right?
well, so far it's just the son, but more will come. Like, I think the son came out to do pricing, and if it was something simple, he would have just done it. Like
Mhm.
it was just a leaky drain under a sink. He could do that. I don't think he's the one that's going to be doing this job, though. This is a big one.
That's
Anyway,
crazy.
what's going on in your world of real estate?
My world. Well, seeing as you blew me off again last week,
I would tell you,
I
I would tell you what happened, but I can't. So I'm just not
okay.
going to.
That's okay. But I got together with my mentees on Saturday, which is great. I will say I have such a great group and we're all helping each other. We went to breakfast and then we went to the office and worked together. And I actually did my two truths and a lie with them. So we did
Nice.
that and we post going to be pushing that one out. I do love those
They're actually
episodes. They're
that's yeah.
fun.
I think that's my favorite game that we play. Um, Lead sources. That conversation that took place about the lead sources. I feel like this is important for people who listen to us that are in real estate. Read the fine print when you're getting a lead source. Like if you're getting whether you're joining a team and the team is providing you leads or whether you're buying them online, there are so many different recipes in the way that you're compensated or the way, more importantly, the way you're compensating the source that sometimes people don't read the fine print or the fine print is being withheld. And if it's too good to be true, sometimes it is because I know we have a team in our company that's taking really more than 50% of the compensation. And in reading in the fine print of that, I was a little bit perturbed because the way it's written is kind of unclear, but it is what it is. And I know that happened to one of your people.
Three of my people are in that program. And it's and they're also in the mentorship program, so we are trying to figure out what to do with that. But and it's crazy, it's so funny because I'm like learning about it. At first I was like, oh, that sounds like a great program, but I am not one to here's one of the things with this program, not even on the compensation part of it, but I was talking to one of them and she's on her way. She's like, I'm on my way to $1.2 million listing to meet these people and show them. And she's like, oh, I just got here. I got to take a video of the house. And I'm like, okay. And I get off the phone with her. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, text me your address. Who are you meeting? Like, because literally they're getting these leads and they're running there to meet these people. And then so we circled back later. She doesn't respond to me. I tried calling her because I was like, call me, because I don't want her to just text me and be like, yeah, because it could be anybody. Like she was just running all excited to go meet these people. And I was like, but wait a minute, you just got this. It's like a lead where it's one of those things where they see the listing online, and they click, I want to see it now, and they push it, and then they're connected to the people that are in this program, which is one of my mentees. So I was like, we going forward, I'm like, we need to come up with like a protocol. Like, so I will always let my husband know when I'm going somewhere. I'm like, this is who I'm going, this is who I'm meeting. I'll start looking if I'm meeting somebody that I don't know, that's not a referral from like a client, a past client or relative of mine. Like that's very rare for me, but I still do checks and balances. Like, cause I'll get a call off my signs sometimes that's, my name and my number, and I'll go meet people. But if I have something like that, I have somebody I can do that with. So I called the other mentee. I was like, hey, you were just with her. Did she happen to mention where she was going or anything? And she did. She had been going over stuff and they were trying to help each other. So she happened to have the address and the people that she was meeting. So I said, text that over to me. She didn't call me back until way later after she was done, but I was nervous. Like, I was like, oh crap. I'm like, checks and balances. I'm like, did they not train you? If everybody in this program is picking up the phone to run out and go meet these people, you need to teach them safety. Like, and you need to have checks and balances so that if something happens, like you know where they are. I was like,
I'll tell you,
I
I've said it for the longest time. If you were going to be a serial killer, targeting realtors would be that. They always say they always start with like the homeless and prostitutes. Like that's what they do, right? Serial killers. They always say that, at least
not always.
in the shows I watch and shit. But realtors are the easy. We're the suckers of the world when it comes to looking at a paycheck and be like, yeah, I'll go drive to wherever to meet this fucking stranger, and so be damned, right? Like I've done it.
Mhm.
I've ended up in the woods in your neck of the woods, and I'm like, who am I meeting over here? Like, what am I really doing? And then you got women realtors. You don't have your picture on your signs, I hope.
I do.
Like, if I was a pretty woman, I would not put my picture on the signs. That is gravity for freaking creeps. Like gravity. And what do? If they tell this lead program, it's so much about being first. Like that's how you get the lead. That's how you convert the lead.
Mhm.
If you say no, you lose the lead. You don't get the next lead.
Mhm.
And that's why they ask you to be in zip codes you're comfortable in. For me, that was less of a problem because I'm mostly in my town and I'm not going at night. Like, and if I'm going to North Providence, I don't really care. But when I was getting them from all over Rhode Island, it'd be like, I got to go to Burrville at 6 o'clock at night and meet this guy on 5 acres of land. Like, am I nuts? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I do not like cold lead sources. It's not my cup of tea. But for my mentees that are just starting out, like they're busy, like they're super busy, and they're getting a lot of leads from it. But it made my heart stop. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, we need, and she is gorgeous. Like, not that these people are picking her based. Well, I don't know. When you are picking, I think they do have profile pictures on
Not for
there.
this. For this, you pick
No.
right off the house. They have no idea who it's going to call.
Okay. But still, I'm like, it's just there's checks and balances and things that need to get done. And so now we made it a plan. We're like, listen, if you're going anywhere, you're gonna text me and the other mentee. We're gonna know the information when you're going, what time you're going, because we want to make sure that everybody's being safe. But it's scary.
It is. And the fees are a lot. The fees are a lot. But when you're starting, and even I've even considered being in the program that we're talking about, and I'm still considering it actually because I do need that busy feeling. I haven't had that busy feeling in a while. Like I've got a nice steady flow of business. Um, I haven't ran around like a maniac in a couple of years, and I kind of feel like I want to do that for a summer. Um,
With two kids in baseball?
Baseball's done soon. We're going away this weekend, but yeah, I feel like I need a little more. I need a little more on the buy side. I was kind of over buyers for a couple of years, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of feel like doing it again. Um, Especially when I get like a plumbing bill that's about to come down. It's like that could be a buyer closing.
Yeah, I feel like I need to pick up my game as well. What I've been focusing on is my garden in my yard right now. So I don't mind. But here's the thing is I got it all situated now. So now it's just like and I found a loop in my time is I get outside by 5:30 every morning and I just have to cut myself off. Like yesterday it was like 6:20 and I said, "Okay, I got to be done by 6:45 in order to take a shower and be where I need to be." And I looked down at my clock and was like, "Oh crap, it is 7:01. I now don't have time to shower." So I was like, I have to get better at like cutting myself off because I love doing that and I just get so wrapped up into it. But now that it's like it's done, it's planted, half an hour to an hour outside in the morning is all I'll need to keep going the
That
rest of the
half
summer.
hour is good for you. It is. Um, I've been spending too much time at the baseball fields, is what it is. And I feel like sometimes I'm sitting there. Like last night, I was there from 7 to 9, and like I wish I had work to do. Even if I had shit to do for like I just had nothing to do. I'm like caught up. And the only thing I
Um,
have to do now is like lead generation, and I didn't have the lead. I didn't do it. I'm like just sitting there watching these kids play baseball. It's like it wasn't even a game. If it's a game, it's different. But anyway,
yeah.
Albany this weekend, so there'll be no real estate for me.
Is that a baseball thing?
Oh yeah,
Yep. Yeah, so I have been enjoying the fact like that it's been a lull, like not crazy busy. Like I got an influx of buyers that other agents have referred to me in Connecticut, but it's like I got them all in like a week, and then I'm reaching out to them, I'm getting them set up with searches, and then it's like dead. One of them's like, oh, well, we put an offer in on the one in Rhode Island for with this person, and the other, like, it's weird. It comes all at once, and we got to see, we got to see, we got to get in, and then it's like dead. And I'm like,
Well,
okay,
I know
it
rates just ticked up again. The
Yeah.
rate game has been hard for the buyers I'm working with who are like price sensitive, and that's kind of why I've been focused more on the list side. To be honest with you, because if the rates don't affect you as much on the list side. With the buyers, the rates go up a little bit, a quarter of a point, half a point, and it's like for no reason. Hopefully they start coming back down. We need them in the sixes. Like, come on, somebody do something. Get these damn rates in the sixes.
I wouldn't mind seeing them even lower.
You know?
I mean, it was chaos when it was really low. But I've realized I'm like, I have certain things that I got to focus on doing. I've been really wanting to farm a particular area for listings over a certain price range. I'm in another commercial top dogs class in our office where I'm trying to get mastered in on the commercial side, and I do have a commercial listing with that I have the guy from our office that's big commercial helping me out with. So I'm trying to get the education on that. I'm trying to catch up on the conversion of our company stuff. I haven't done nearly what I need to do for that. I'm in between CRMs, like because we have all this new technology available to us. I'm trying to weigh out what I have, what I'm using. I want to do the farming. And then I sat through, like, when we talk about how we spend our money on like marketing and leads and stuff like that, I sat through like a 2.5 hour presentation yesterday for it's a company where they make it sound like you're really exclusive, right? And they are collecting agents to host a TV show.
Okay.
Um, no, it's a TV show that was Emmy nominated. Um, but you can only watch it on like Fire TV, Apple TV, Roku, but you might get a chance to be on HGTV, stuff like that. But basically, it sounds really good. I know I got to do more videos. Most of my videos that are out there come from this and
Yeah.
posting it out there. But I know I got to do more videos. It's weird, but as a realtor, that is the way of our business right now is that we have to lean towards videos and content. It's weird, but to be a successful, well-known realtor, you need to have content. So the gist of it is that I would get like a 5 minute spot on a 30-minute show every other month. And the cost to do that for the fees involved in having that videographer and stuff like that to follow you around and do the production and get all the materials was like $1,095 a month. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, this sounds great. But I start looking at it and I'm like, well, they're really gonna basically they make it sound like you're exclusive and they're only picking so many people. But it's like I looked into it more and it's like they'll pick anybody that's gonna pay for it. Like you've come that. So I'm just like, and so I was talking to my husband, he's like, I don't think spending that money is a good idea right now. And like, I love this. We do these videos, right?
Mhm.
I also want to get together. I told my mentees I want to get together with them and do some other like funny video kind of stuff. But it's just so crazy. There's so many
Oh, I'm sorry
things.
about that.
No, you're fine.
Joe, they found the leak.
Good.
He came around the corner. He said he found the leak, and then he fucking walked away. And there's no possible way he didn't just hear me yell. There's no way. There's no way. He's blind, but he's not deaf.
Is he really?
Oh, my brother can't see shit. My brother can't see shit. My brother can't. My brother can't read a license plate from the car in front of him in traffic. Like he should not be. He shouldn't even be on the road. Like he
Didn't you
just
just call him Joe? I thought his name was Nick.
Chof. I called him
Chof. Oh, Chof.
Chof.
I get it. I get it. I thought you called him Joe. I'm like, wait a minute.
No, no. Chof. I don't know why I get all these brothers. That's the only one we call Chof.
That's funny. And you're all Chof.
We're all Chofs. Yep. So anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrupt you. I wish he came over here and told me what the price is going to be, but I'm glad they found the leak.
You're not gonna know the price until they get done the work.
No. I want the price before we do the work, so I can go to the bank and I can pay you when I get back because I got the AC guy meeting me at 1 o'clock. I got to day that's just pissing money out, today.
Yeah,
And
but if they haven't fixed the problem and they find more of the problem, they won't know how much it's going to be until they're done. What did you say you cut out?
when you hit. Tell Danny to text me a price so I can go to the bank.
Okay.
All right. These people are getting legit real estate right now. This is landlord business. Right when you're going away for a weekend, boom, electricians, plumbers, tenants cutting the grass with a weed whacker. Crazy.
Is he still at it with the weed whacker?
I don't know. I don't hear it, so probably not. Well, I told him I got a lawnmower at home that I could bring over,
Yeah, but then it's gonna get all clogged up because it's like raining today.
Oh no, that'll be next Tuesday. I'll probably come over here next Tuesday and just do it my damn self.
Yeah, so it's funny because my mom lives at one of my properties and she is so anal with the grass. Now she's handicapped and walks with a walker, but she's out there cutting the damn grass because she's not patient enough to wait for my son. I'm grateful. I'm very, very grateful. But I'm like, CJ can come and do it. He now has a driving license. I'll squeeze in time. She's like, so when is he coming this week? So I'm looking, I'm like, he can go on Thursday. He can, but he can't go Friday. He's actually going to a prom. You can go maybe Saturday. And she's like, yeah, but it's going to be raining on this day. She's like, I'll just do it. I'm like, but you're like
this big, bro.
It's a pinhole. Hold on. Can we not just duct tape that motherfucker and I can get out of here for free?
He's going to put a couple in like we said.
Really?
Yeah, you sure the last one?
I'm trying to get it. That's trying to get. You know that's the third shirt you've had on since I've been here?
I sweat like an animal, man.
You do.
Nikki Sweats, that's my email.
No, sir.
you're dying.
He said, that's the third shirt he's been wearing. I don't know where he keeps pulling it from. He goes, yeah. He goes, I sweat like an animal. He goes, my email is Nikki Sweat. We got everything going on. Some guy just walked by me with a 40. Like this, it's 10 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday. Like, don't people work? There's a liquor store up the street. You know where I am? You know where Twins Pizza is in North Providence?
I think so.
It's the best
pizza. It's on like the main road.
That's on Middle Spring. I'm off that. And then the trash guy just come by. We got this guy doing that. What a mess. What a great day. I'm just gonna smile and go to church.
I'm glad I'm not in the city. I was sitting here earlier watching my chickens because one got left out last night, so I let them all out.
Did you ever see that show, Wife Swap?
No.
So this show, the idea of this stupid show is they trade wives, like these two guys, but they always make sure they're the extreme opposite people, right? So, if one guy, say one of the ones that sticks out to me is one family, the parents like had a nanny, and like when they would get home from work, they would basically just wave hi to the kid and then take off for the night to go clubbing and drinking and partying. Mm-hmm. And the other family like would do like everything together as a family. They never left the house, and they would swap spouses. Anyway, you and I should swap so that you can see what it's like living in this circus of like confusion, and I can sit and look at some chickens. I think I would go nuts if I had to look at some chickens.
I grew up in Woonsocket.
That's right, so. Where in Woonsocket, though? Where in Woonsocket, though? I feel like you grew up in North Smithfield, Woonsocket, not Woonsocket.
No. I lived in 9 different apartments before I left Woonsocket. I was in Morin Heights, in the projects. I was in, actually, I'll go through it. I think I was born on Newland Ave. I was on Winter Street across from where the Little General is. I was in Morin Heights, 2 different buildings in the projects. I was on Mechanic Ave in 2 different buildings at 2 different apartments at 2 different times. I was on Vine Street, which was probably one of the nicest areas. That was in North End. And I was on Meadow Road, which was right across from Cold Spring Park. So that was nicer. Then I was on Crawford Street over on the Burnside area, not too far from Mount St. Charles, but like down the road from there. I'm probably missing one, but those 7 different places. There was 2 at Morin Heights and 2.
You were hanging out with my basketball team and whatnot. Them guys used to go. They would tell me like, Coach, you can't go. They would go play. They would go play the parks. And what's that park over there where the streets are first of Avenue A, Avenue B, Avenue C? The park over there. And I'd be like, oh, I'll come check you guys out. And they're like, Coach, you can't be coming down here.
Fairmount, I think.
Yeah, Fairmount. So the guys from Fairmount, that was the toughest group of kids like that I ever coached. And then I would be like, guys, I'm gonna come. I'm like, you don't want to see me at the park. Like, I'll come over there and I will light you guys up. And they're like, Coach, you can't come down here.
You coached Woonsocket?
I coached Woonsocket for 5 years.
I did not realize.
Varsity basketball. Oh yeah.
I think I did realize that because you somehow had some link to a cousin of mine that I've never met.
Yeah, we were good. We went to the state championship. We were tough. Those kids are tough kids. That's a tough community. And but Fairmount, I'd be like, I'm going. They're like, Coach, you come on the weekend. There's bullets flying. Like, you're not coming. We're not letting you at the park. And turns out, like, sure as shit, one of my kids got shot. Like, yeah, I mean, he lived. Not everyone who gets shot died, but he caught a bullet. Oh yeah.
When I lived in Woonsocket, I got jumped. I want to say 2 or 3 times.
Oh, this is terrible. I don't want to hear that.
So I know the chaos of living in,
you
cities.
do. That's why you appreciate the chickens.
Yeah, so North Providence is quite a step up from where I grew up. And
not anymore. Let me tell you. But North Providence has changed quite a bit in the last 25 years. Well, and that's the normal.
Living in the woods is my this is what I worked towards, to live in the woods and have peace and quiet. And even just yesterday, I just had my feet in the pool and just was
Your pool's open?
My pool is open, and I think the chemicals are good enough based on my judgment for the kids to go into it.
So speaking of the pool, my father's pool's open, and we had 2 hot days, and my kids are extremely upset that I did not open the pool. And I felt like a deadbeat. But you had to consider, we're leaving Friday and we're coming back Tuesday. I know that the first week when you open the pool, that's when you have to really keep an eye on everything. Like, you have to get your pool off to a good start, or your whole summer is going to be trying to keep that thing clear. So I didn't want to open it and then abandon it for a week. Like, if I'm going to open it when I get back, so that way, if I wake up in the morning and it doesn't look perfect, I can like get in there and do what I got to do.
Yeah, I've been working on it. It took me 2 days to fill it, 2 days to get the cover off between draining it and I went to go scrape the leaves out and the leaves came right through. And I hate to cut us off, but I have to get on the road and I have to go. So I'm going to tell everybody where they can find us, because we're starting to ramble. We're going to lose so many people. They'll be like, you guys both have ADHD and can't stay focused. We are the Legit Real Estate Podcast. You can find us at anywhere that you listen to. Anywhere you listen to your podcasts. We are on YouTube, so please follow us, like, subscribe anywhere, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And then if you want to send in some stories, which we could definitely use, send emails to us at thelegitrealestatepodcast@gmail.com.
I mean, I feel like anybody who listened, you hear what I'm going through today. I'm not starting a GoFundMe to pay for this fucking plumber, but if you will subscribe, that'll mean just as much to me as anything else you could do. Holly, you have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. I will talk to you next week.
You too. Bye.
Bye.